Right. Now let's see what actually happens in a normal class, in a typical class actually, the class you go. So what actually happens is, yes, you will learn a new theory and your tutor will give you questions regarding that, and first 2 3 4 questions will be harder, and but when the explanation comes you will learn it and you will be familiar with it and you can do the question. That is great and you are happy, and you are given couple of homeworks. You go home and you do the homework and you come to the class again. Right, when you are in the class a new theory is being taught, so you try really hard to understand it and you go with the same cycle. You will learn it and you will practice it. You go home and practice it for sure. That's good. Right, the next week comes, a new theory comes again, so the cycle happens, goes on again and again, again and again. So new theory comes all the time. But the thing is that our A level, for you to get good marks, actually everything should be connected from first lesson to the last lesson. Everything should be connected like a chain. So what I am suggesting you is, you have to do the self study thing. Say now this is how you do it. Let's say the first week comes and you are learning a new lesson. Okay, that's good. The second week comes, again you are learning new lesson. Third week comes likewise. But what you have to do within the week, you have to connect the theories. That means first lesson you have to practice it again, the questions you are given in the class. At least 2 3 weeks you have to practice the homework you are given. So you basically that means you do the very same question again and again. Right, say now 1 month, 2 month, 3 months has passed now, and now you have to revise them again. So what you have to, this is the place where the books come into play. So you need new questions. So what you have to do is, actually now actually lots of questions are available over the internet. Even in YouTube you can find new questions. That's a good method. But here today only I'm focusing on the books that are available, so you can study with these books. So number one book I'm suggesting you is Objective Physics book. This book is available in so many bookshops in our country, so you can find it. Even through online you can find the PDF of this book as well. So this book has questions from each units in our A level. So what there are questions that are solved even, so it's easier for you to understand. So what you have to do is, you have to find a lesson and you just practice the question. If you can do the question, that is great, and if you cannot do the question, answer is given. So just from the answer actually you can guess the method. Or if it's a really difficult question, actually the solution also given in the book. So you do the question one by one every week. At least you do 2 3 4 questions from one lesson, second lesson, third lesson, likewise first lesson, likewise. So then you are practicing it now. So every week, say in a typical week, you practice questions from first lesson, second lesson, third lesson, mechanics. Let's say mechanics, Newton's laws, projectiles, circular motion, rotational motion, and then you do question from waves. 1 or 2 3 questions every week. You do new questions. So what actually happens, it's pile up. So you will be familiar with all the questions and the connections will automatically will build up. So this is the theory. This is the theory behind actually revision classes. You do new questions and you find the connection between questions and lessons as well. So use Objective Physics books. Actually, the one of the greatest thing in this book is at the last part of the chapter, actually from the lesson, you have mixed questions. These mixed questions are really helpful actually. Even you can find translated Sinhala version even in bookshops, actually the translated one from these questions for the students who are studying in Sinhala anyway. But for the students who are studying in English, actually this is really helpful. So you can practice these mixed questions till you finish A level. You have to practice these questions. So just go through with these mixed questions as well, and these mixed questions are really helpful. This is the Objective Physics book I have. This is actually a special book because I can open this book from any end like this, and I can open it from this end, and I can open it from this end, and I can open it from this end. So I have been using this for almost 13 years now. I bought it in 2011 or 2012 from Sarasa Vinukeguda. It's really helpful. This book is really helpful. I mean, this is not just the only book, but you can use this book for revision purpose quite a lot. So as I mentioned earlier, the PDF version is available. You can find it through internet, or you can simply buy this from all bookshops. It's there. Even internet, there are people who are selling these old books, so you can find a book like this. You don't need to buy a very new book. It's quite expensive anyway. If you can buy it, just go ahead and buy it. So this is my book. I wanted to show it to you actually.
Right, these are the other two books actually that are available with me. Actually, these are the two books actually I use. This one, the complete companion for JEE, that is also available through internet. You can easily find this book, and there are updated version of this for sure. And this book actually, the most important thing in this book is this has lots of practice questions. They are giving us the practice questions like this, and at the end of the most important thing is actually at the end of it, answers are given and the hint. The solved method is given for all questions. So this is very helpful for someone who do the self-study thing. This is quite helpful, right? And the other book, this fundamental of physics books also, this is really helpful when it comes to the NIV questions or the concept type questions. These the questions are very creative actually, fundamental physics book question. I hope you can see these questions. This is actually from fundamental physics book. So they are giving very creative questions. So questions may be a bit difficult, but still if you want to see creative questions and all where there's a story behind the question, things like that, this book also really helpful. You can find these books actually through internet. Just search through it. You can easily find the PDF, or you can buy from the bookstores. So using books really helpful. Remember that.
This is the last book I want to show you. This is the other book, the fourth book actually I'm using. This book actually it's available in bookshops. I've seen it, and PDF also available. If you want to find it, you can search through internet. So studying, self-study is a thing for A levels. Like if you want to get an A pass, this is the you have to use books, and you have to choose or anything somehow. So study with books. So when you study with a book, actually what you do is you teach yourself. Say now you get a question, and the question is a bit difficult, but you get the explanation inside the book. So you read the explanation. It's not like a YouTube video or some teacher is teaching you. You have to grab what is inside the book, what is with the book. So you have to give it a try, because when someone is explaining it to you, they explain it to you properly. So you don't have to give a fight to catch it, but with the book you have to give an effort. So it's like almost like Feynman technique. I hope you have heard of Feynman technique. So you teach yourself basically. So try these methods, try these books. This will be really helpful through your A-level journey. Yes.